Okay, so this is Professor Smaldone, and I wanted to give you a little insight into these two assigned pieces. First is the Erlkönig, and the second one is the Verdi Sempre Libera from La Traviata. And what I wanted to do was call your attention to a couple of things. First of all, you want to really be aware when you have a diminished seventh chord and when you have a dominant seventh chord. For example, I'm going to now show the piano. There's a D dominant seventh chord in the key, that would be in the key of G, because that's where the leading tone would resolve. But if this was a diminished seventh chord, it would be that note, it would be the E flat up on top, and F sharp is still the leading tone that goes to G. So what you're doing is you're looking for the leading tone. If it's a diminished seventh chord, or it could go to G major or to G minor, but the leading tone is what tells you what the root is of the diminished seventh chord. And if this is going to G, then that's F sharp, A, C, and an E flat. If, on the other hand, I played those very same notes like this, and it went to this key, it would be, that note would be a D sharp, because it would be D sharp to E. Now the F sharp still goes to the G, but it's not the root. And remember, there's always a lay sol in a diminished seventh chord. Lay sol. And if it's down here, lay sol, that becomes the lay sol. So every one of the notes of the diminished seventh chord could be either the root, the third, the fifth, or the seventh. Now, there's a special case in the Verdi where, and I'm going to do this in a different key so that I don't give away the game too much, but somewhere in the Verdi, there's an example where instead of, I'll do this in E major. Oh, no, I'll do it in F major. I'll do it, no, that's the key it's in. I want to do it in G major. Okay, I'll do it in G major. So in the Verdi, there's an example where he plays the G in the bass. Well, it's not the G, and that's in that key. But basically, the note that is in the bass is simply repeated. In other words, the note that's in the bass is not the leading tone. It's a different kind of diminished seventh chord. It's called a common tone diminished seventh chord. So it's the diminished seventh chord that has the same note in the bass. If I did this in the key of E minor, well, it's really usually done in major keys. If I did it in the key of D major, it would be this diminished seventh chord. So that's the common tone diminished seventh chord. So then, and there's yet another kind in which case there's a pedal tone where so in that case, the G stays in the bass while the diminished seventh chord that resolves to G, which would be the one that has F sharp in it, plays above it. So there's the pedal tone, and here's the common tone. And then here's just the regular old, if I wanted the diminished seventh chord that belongs to G, there it is. There it is with the F sharp in the bass. But I could also put that same one with the F sharp in the bass over a pedal tone. Or I could use the common tone. That's the one that has this. So common tone, pedal tone, and the normal where the bass moves would be that. Okay, so look at those, see if you can play those examples on the keyboard, and that I think will help you as you explore the various things that are in the two examples for homework. Okay.